Self-awareness is a superpower. Thank you for visiting Soul and Vibration. This pick a card reading is about what is coming next when it comes to love. We all want to know what's next in love. You could be single and you want to know when your next love interest is coming, or you could be in a relationship and you want to know what's going to be next in the relationship. Like, is it moving to the next level? Like, what's next? So take your time and take a look at the cards that are on the board. Pause the video if you have to and pick one. You will be able to find the timestamps in the comment box below and in the description box. Group number 1. So the first set of cards, the first 4 cards will tell me your most recent situation. And then the next set of cards will help me to see what you should expect when it comes to the near future having to do with love. Okay, so group number 1, your most recent past situation was one that seemed a little bit rocky. Rocky in the sense that basically the moon card being the first card shows me that there was some kind of intense emotions having to do with the situation. Intense emotion because maybe at one point something was hidden when it came to this most recent past situation. Maybe you were in a relationship with someone, or it could even be the same person that you're moving on into the future with. But your most recent situation was one that was a little bit confusing because there was some things hidden. Then you realize that basically whatever it is that was hidden wasn't that serious, and things appear to have been moving forward. And then only to find out that basically what was hidden in the beginning was something that really was hidden. Basically what I'm trying to say is, say for example, you met someone and right upon meeting them, you can tell that there is something that this person is hiding or holding back. And because of that, every now and then you would feel these really intense emotions that is trying to get your attention to whatever is hidden. Like the moon card for me reminds me of a full moon, and a full moon reminds me of a closet. Think of a closet that is filled with a whole bunch of stuff, and the lighting in the closet is just not that great. A full moon for me is like putting like 10 bulbs in that closet, and now the whole closet is super lit and you can see in every possible crease and corner, and you're able to find things that you thought were once lost forever. They're actually hanging out in the cobwebs in the corner of this closet. So basically something happened that you were able to pretty much see into a situation. And basically you saw into the situation, but you didn't fully see into the situation. You got a glimpse into the situation. And from the glimpse that you got into the situation, you thought, okay, well, maybe I was wrong about what I assumed about this person. Only to realize that you weren't completely wrong. There was some things being hidden from you. There was some things that this person was holding back. After a while, it's like, okay, so yeah, this person was holding back a few things, but I feel like whatever it is that they were holding back is something that I can handle, and I'm going to stick it through. With the second row of cards, seeing the Justice and the Pentacle cards there, 2 Pentacle cards, and the Justice card, I feel like maybe this person wasn't completely honest about their financial situation. But regardless, I see you working it through with this person. Basically, you're hanging in there and you're sticking it through with them because you're into them, not for what they financially bring to the table, but for who they are. And if this is not your situation at all, basically your recent past was of you and friends celebrating some harsh truth that finally appeared itself to you in ways that you can't deny, and you have to just accept this new reality. So basically you had to accept this new reality, and you were doing fine with pretty much accepting it for what it is. You were doing just fine with that. But basically, when it comes to what's coming for you in the future, when it comes to love, I believe that right now, based on your financial situation, it's like you're in the process of probably trying to find a new job or securing finances for yourself in some way, some form, some fashion. Your focus is securing your finances. You might be filling out applications or whatever, but you are working on your financial situation. It is very possible for you to meet someone when it comes to this new job that you might be getting, or this new position. Basically, whatever that is new in your life that has to do with you securing your finances. Like, you might find love at the bank because you go there to take money out, put money in. Basically, when it comes to your financial situation, that's where you might find love this month or in the near future. Collaborating with someone, if you have any collaborations coming up, that is where you will find love. And basically, when this person comes into your life, you will know it's them, because this person has very petite features. Like, have you ever seen an adult girl or guy, a person that's older, but it's like they have this baby face thing about them? Whoever is coming into your future is someone who has a baby face about them. It's like they could be super tall or kind of short, but they have this baby face feature. And I know this is a general reading. It won't go for everyone. But for some of you, whoever your person is someone that's very cute, kind, and has like a gentle voice. And where am I getting that from? I'm looking at the Knight of Cups, who has the cup in their hand. And what I like about the Knight of Cup card is that knight is facing the future, which is that direction. It's facing the right. So basically, yes, whoever your person is, it's someone that's going to enter into your life through, like I said, your work, or even someone offering you help. Like, say you get a flat tire one day, and this is the person that pulls over to check if everything is okay and if there's anything that they can do. And a simple conversation or a simple common interest can spark like a bigger conversation where you guys find yourself talking for hours, and before you know it, exchange information, and boom, like something serious comes out of it. And I love that the Justice card is next to the Knight of Swords, because this tells me that this is something that's going to be balanced. This is something that's going to feel comfortable. Like, justice also for me tells me that finally, like someone shows up who you deserve, who deserves to be in your presence. And with the Ace of Pentacles at the end, the Pentacles representing earth, and earth to me represents stability. So this can be something that will prove to be very stable, something that will prove to bring more balance into your life and just overall more freedom. So for you, group number one, yes, the past may have been some uncomfortable situation where someone wasn't completely honest about something, and basically you were able to pretty much be strong and stay focused, stay on course with the things that are important to you. And now that is behind you, and you are moving towards a better situation, a situation that is honest because justice is here, a situation that is stable because the Ace of Pentacles is here. But I feel like what's gonna lead you to your person is something that has to do with you securing your finances, or even like I said, maybe you need help one day and this person shows up to your rescue. But if it's not help and that person showing up to the rescue, then I think more than likely is something work related, something having to do with securing your financial situation. And in the process of doing so, you might connect with someone who could be around for a while. Number one, thank you guys so much for watching. Please share your stories with me in the comment box below. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. So group number 2, let's see your most recent past having to do with love and what is coming for you when it comes to love. So in other readings that I did today, I noticed that the Pentacle cards showed up a couple times. So I'm guessing that a lot of people are trying to secure their financial situation. So for you, group number 2, who was wondering what is coming your way when it comes to love, I feel like first of all, something about some kind of a past situation is still unresolved. Seeing the Devil card here next to basically the 2, 4, 6, 7 of Pentacles tells me that you are still tied to some kind of a past situation. Maybe in the past you took out a phone for the one that you used to love or be in a relationship with, and because of this phone contract, like you guys are still communicating with each other. Or basically maybe it could have been a marriage or children that you guys had, but basically you are still communicating with someone from your past because of some kind of a contract or some agreement that you guys are still tied to and will be tied to for a little bit. And your past situation is one of it, basically a lot of ups and downs. So your recent past situation was one where it's like you guys immediately jumped into the situation and automatically kind of took on certain kind of responsibilities. Like maybe you guys were dating for a month and within 3 months after knowing each other, you're sharing a lease or some kind of a contract or something major like that binds you together. It could have even been a quick marriage or whatever, but your recent past is you still being tied to that situation. And I feel like because you are still tied to something that went down in your recent past, it is hard for you to attract anything new in the future because you are still tied to your past. So you probably aren't even seeing your ex anymore, but because of everything that you guys did together, meaning the contracts, like maybe you co-signed for a car, maybe you co-signed for a house, whatever it is that you have co-signed for or have your name on together, looking at the 6 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands together tells me that, yeah, it's hard for you to move on into your future. It's hard to focus on the future. So it's hard for you to manifest the kind of love that you want in your life at the moment. At the moment, you might find that the people that you're attracting through the dating sites or however you're meeting these people, it's like they're not ready for a committed relationship, meaning that they might be in a marriage they might be married, but they're separated, that kind of a situation. So it's like, yeah, they're seeing other people, but they're really, really, really not fully available to commit to something, just like you are not fully available to commit to anything because of unresolved past situation. And your unresolved past situation kind of ties you in financially. So it's not even just that. Yeah, it ties you in financially. Something about your past situation ties you in. So maybe you guys had children and the child support makes it really hard to start another life, or the alimony makes it really hard, or like I said, you co-signed for a phone or a car or a house, whatever. But basically something about this agreement or whatever that has tied you guys together, it's demanding more of you than you originally imagined. And because of this, it's almost like it's an anchor around your ankle holding you down. Like moving forward just does not seem possible for you at the moment because of this contract. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's not bad. This is not bad news. Basically, it's all up to you on how you choose to perceive it. So say you were attracting people before that were all involved in other situations that made it impossible for you guys to move on. That could just be the universe's way of letting you know, hey, once you free yourself from this situation, then you will be free. So I feel like right now would be a good time for you to strategize, for you to come up with ways on how you can free yourself from this situation if you are no longer interested in being with this person from the past. Looking at the cards on the board also, with the Sun card next to the Devil, which is a major arcana, up there next to the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords, is it possible that at this moment you guys are probably just going through a rough patch, a rough season, and moving on is not something that you really want to do? Is that a possibility? Because looking at the cards, it seems like you guys are super intertwined into each other's lives. But if you really do want to move on because the situation is no longer working for you, then I believe you should work on it. And how you can work on it is by untying all of the different contracts and chains that tie you guys together. It's like, again, with the Devil card being in the upright position, it's like these people are choosing to be tied to the vault with the Devil on it. It's like it's a choice. So at any point, you guys can back out if you want to. Yes, there will be consequences, but it's still a choice. Group number 3, I hope this was helpful. Please comment in the box below. Please like this video and share it. I look so forward to seeing you in the next reading. So, group number 3, what to expect, what is coming in love. So the first few cards helps me to get a better understanding of your past situation, and the cards at the bottom gives me a better understanding of what is coming your way when it comes to love. So basically, in your most recent past, I see that you were recently in some form of a commitment. You were basically someone in a very practical way profess their love to you. This could have been a air sign. I'm sorry, not an air sign, a earth sign. I am focused on the pentacles. So this could have been an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Someone who was very practical in their way of doing things and just being. Basically, they may have professed their love for you. What I love about the Knight of Pentacles, like I love about the Knight of Cups, they are facing the future. So basically, someone lets you know in the recent past that they wanted you to be a part of their life or whatever. At the time, you or the person was going through a lot. Basically, a lot meaning like a lot of outside distractions, or maybe just some things had happened in the recent past and it was hard for you or this person to get over and get past. But you guys were able to get over and get past all of the struggles, all of the challenges, and you guys end up getting together. So your most recent past was of one where, yeah, someone professed their love to you. It took some time, or you professed your love to someone. It took some time, but you guys found a way to get together over all of the challenges, over the mental block and all of the action. Like basically, this could also be a situation where maybe your families didn't want you to get together. Maybe your friends didn't want you to get together. For whatever reason, basically a lot of people tried to hold you guys apart. And that didn't stop you. It's like, it didn't stop you, but at the same time it does. Like this situation kind of reminds me of Rihanna and Chris Brown. And I'm not referring to like the abusive part of their relationship, but what I am referring to is basically I felt like people trying to keep them apart at the time gave them even more reason to want to be together. So I feel like, say for example, and I keep using say for example, forgive me, but anyways, you guys were so used to other people telling you what you can and cannot do, to where it's like you wanted to prove to yourself and them that you guys could be together if you guys want to be together. So you guys were able to push past all of the negativity and drama and be together. But it seems like you guys are having a hard time keeping that going, because it's almost like you guys jumped into the swimming pool only to realize that there's no water in it. You guys got together only to realize that I really don't have as much in common with this person as I thought I did. And it got to a point where one of you are waiting to pretty much see if that person will change, waiting to see if there will be signs to build a foundation on. But it's so hard, because it's almost like with everything that you guys have been through, one of you is stuck focusing on the cups that have turned over and not the ones that are standing up behind you. So it's almost like this situation, basically you guys have been through so freaking much that it's so hard to focus on the light in the relationship. It's so hard to focus on what's positive. And this is starting to feel like a burden. So basically, if that sounds like your story and you do not want that to be a part of your future, what is coming for you in the future is basically you freeing yourself from this relationship that is not working for you, but a relationship that you were sticking with because you wanted to prove to yourself, each other, and everyone else that they cannot keep you guys apart. What's coming for you in the future is basically an opportunity for you to pretty much heal and get this situation out of your system. I see a lot of fire energy here. So this could be Aries, Leos, or Sagittarius involved in this energy. And I see water energy here. Basically, all of the elements are here, but more than anything, there is water and fire here. So yeah, I feel like what is coming for you in the future when it comes to love is basically you taking this time out to heal. You taking this time out to pretty much give yourself the attention that you need and realize that love doesn't have to be competitive. There's no competition when it comes to love. Like, you don't have to compete for the one that you love, and it shouldn't feel like such a burden. It shouldn't feel so heavy. It shouldn't feel so overwhelming. Thank you, group number 3, for tuning into this reading. Please like this channel, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading.